Okay, so today we're starting with the Ace Attorney series. I have never played Ace Attorney before. I am very, very excited to see how this goes. It feels like something I would really enjoy, and I'm not really sure why I never played it other than I just never got around to it as a kid, and then as an adult I wasn't sure when to really. But this felt like a perfect opportunity to have something fun and chill and easy to play in the mornings and while I'm waking up and all that, but yeah. Also, we're gonna start the timer again. We're at 143 hours, 6 minutes, and 52 seconds, which is just a few hours, just a little bit. And so we're going to give this another minute or two just in case anybody shows up, any stragglers, anything like that. Good afternoon. Hi, Ditz. How is it going? How are you doing? I hope you've had a good morning and now you're having a good afternoon. Oh Jesus, the bitrate for this stream apparently has been all over the place. Hopefully it's okay. Then I'll finish up statistics homework. Nice, nice. I hope that's going well. Statistics stuff is pretty fun to me, I think. Like, stats and data analysis is fun, I just don't have to do the actual math involved in it. I like doing the analysis of it, you know? Alright, I think we can probably get started. I'm gonna put this into performance mode so it's not completely chewing up my computer. Close anything else I don't need to have open. I think we've closed everything. Okay. Let's get started. Ridiculously hard. Yeah, stats. It's a... Charles Nicholas for all the next. Okay. So we'll start with the first one, then we'll go from there. Episode 1, the first turnabout. I think we have to, right? Like, this is the first trial. Or first case. So we'll see. But yeah, like, it's hard, but I think... It's one of those things where if it's what your brain is geared towards, then... It's a lot of fun. If it's something that your brain just doesn't really work with, then yeah, you're struggling. Oh god. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh, I guess we get to know who the killer is in this. It's off the bat. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Oh, hi, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. One of the reasons I became an attorney. Aw. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. Also, let me know if the audio, the video, anything is off. Because I can't really evaluate that super well myself. Well, I'm guessing I should probably refresh the chat box. We're gonna refresh the chat just so we can, so that we're not using the stuff from yesterday's stream. Are you guys alright? Okay, cool. I promise not just to delete that message. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. In fucking mood. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. You're an idiot, little guy, an idiot. He's just coming out of the gate swinging, and I love that. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Damn, the prosecutor's missing around. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Wow, I'm so glad that that's our test. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover so many times. It's... oh no. No, wait, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim... of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often? Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Cindy. Okay. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cinderblock. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Hi, Apollo. Thank you for the hydration check. And for the first redeem. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. I'm not thinking, can't relate. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. Gotta keep you alive, Lord, don't do so. I'll have you know that I woke up in time to have a modest breakfast before coming on stream, Apollo. And I even drank some water before coming on stream. I am, in fact, capable of some degree of self-preservation. Maybe not the degree necessary to actually stay alive, but I am doing my best. A modest breakfast is toast. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. Eggs and bacon? No, I don't have money for bacon. That shit costs money. Also, hi Donkey, hi Cat. How's everybody doing today? Lurking, but I give smooches. Smooches for Noodle. Mwah. Appreciate the lurk. That is breakfast! Peanut butter and honey toast is a calorie-dense, nutrient-rich breakfast on whole grain toast, no less. That's bread, bitch. That's food. Look. Venomous or circumstances, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know how to pronounce it. Bread and circuses. That's all you need to live a good life. That's what I've got. I ate my bread, and now I am the circus. I'm doing good, Donkey. I'm glad to hear you're doing well too. Also, thank you for the redeem, Cat. both for second and for the jacket off. Yeah. Very glad that we're able to have this case going on. I see, the court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Can you imagine being like an actual lawyer and having your co-counsel turn to you and be like, just press tab? And having a fucking stroke about it? It's not that cold outside, it's 12 degrees Celsius. You know what, when I was a kid, I really loved wearing tank tops. Like, I thought tank tops were the coolest thing. And so in my household, we had a rule that it had to be at least 15 degrees Celsius to wear them, and it is almost that right now. So we'll call it. It's warm enough for tank tops. It's warm enough for shoulders. Fun fact, I used to do a lot of, like, I was in law class when I was in high school, and so I had to do a bunch of mock trials and stuff, and I was really, really good at them. I won all of my mock trials, including one where a teacher hit a kid with a hammer. That one was fun. I was the one defending the teacher, I think. But we had to do one in front of, like, real judges in a real courtroom in Victoria, I believe. Because I went to school on Vancouver Island, so we went to Victoria to use, like, the proper courts for it. And that one was intimidating, but I did really well at it. Yeah, it was I'm assuming you're talking about the one where the teacher hit the kid with the hammer. It was apparently, I think it was based on a real case that happened in BC. But I had to defend the teacher because he didn't actually, like, the argument was that the prosecution overcharged him. So the defense that we posed was basically just that, like, the law that they were trying to apply to my client was overly broad and unfair. And it was. And it helped that the prosecution team decided to overstate the case a lot. But yeah, my law teacher was very, very nice. He said that I should go into the law. But I went into politics, yeah, because I working with the law is frustrating when you have to follow the letter of it as prescribed by other assholes. I wanted to be one of the assholes writing the laws. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. I also thought about going back into the law. I was pretty good at it. It'd be nice. That's one reason, I guess. No, like, if you ask a lot of the lawyers who are in politics, a big part of it is that they got frustrated with the laws that were being enacted. And when you're a lawyer, you have very little power to, like, decide what the laws should be. And if you really believe in something being right or wrong, it doesn't matter. You have to fight based on the law as it is, as it stands. You can, like, challenge it in court for the constitutionality, whatever. You can try and get it changed that way. You can be an activist lawyer. But, like, by and large, it's just not as... You know, you're not writing laws, you're not changing things, and you don't get to just do that sort of thing. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. They used to be great at, like, questioning witnesses, though. Also, his face is twitching. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? Larry, my husband. God damn it, Apollo. How far back was it that Ditz was saying, Larry, you were an idiot. A lovable guy, but an idiot. Just your type. I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls, or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you. That's why I'm friends with you. Hell yeah. In fact, she had completely abandoned you as seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. No, it's a fish lie. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th. The day before, wait, yeah, July 30th. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Holy shit, we were coming out of the gate swinging with this. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. Alexa, play I Don't Want It At All by Kim Petras. She took their money and used it to support their lifestyle. Dude! Not cool. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Well, she's a girl boss. Yeah. I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it at all. Stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? God damn it, Butts, you fucking idiot. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Butts. She was goals. You know what? She girl boss a little too close to the sun, but you gotta appreciate the effort. I believe the accused... Oh, so I just realized I should probably... I think I don't have my cursor hidden. We're gonna not capture cursor, because it doesn't have like a special one for this. It just has the basic one. It looks boring. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. We might have as well as we don't girl unless you post this unless money's involved. Look, you know what? We've all done a thing or two for a paycheck. Or, you know, a stack of $20 bills. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Oh. In our case, a couple ones. Bitch, don't be... Delusion. Convince yourself, Apollo. I mean, we can't object to this because it is relevant. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? This is not how courts work. The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. That seems like information we should have known about before, but sure. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Saw it? Saw it? Yeah, this guy definitely doesn't look guilty as sin. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. You think that's handed to him in a grocery bag? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but that's okay. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Why does he look like he's pulling up his pants as he goes? Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. You just said you didn't go inside. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Did he not just say that he didn't go inside and then he tried to use her phone? Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. That's a pretty long stretch. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? Bitch, do they not have law school? Or like, how to get away with murder? Come on. Get your Annalise Keating on. Come on, buddy. How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. Alright. Time of death, 4 to 5 p.m. Oh, yeah, duh. Time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. He just said that he was there at 1 p.m., right? How to Get Away with Murder is crazy. Look, How to Get Away with Murder was the peak version, like, you know that phenomenon of television shows where you're like, as soon as you hear there's gay shit going on, you have to go watch it for a bit? That was How to Get Away with Murder for me, and frankly, I am glad, because that was really one of the only shows that lived up to being fruity as shit. Connor, icon, legend, moment that he is. I didn't watch enough of that show to know if he ended up being a bad person towards the end, but I do know that he was sucking dick to get everything done, and I respect the hell out of him for it. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Hell yeah, I am. So have I got thrown into court and told the defendant's friend? Yeah, and you know what? He's gonna do it. Once you find the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, point out the contradictions in the testimony. I'm pretty sure it's about when she died, because he says this happened at 1 p.m. She didn't die till like 4:53. Hi, I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving. Dead! I quailed and frightened and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Yeah, it was just out into the building, so we don't need to worry about that. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. Mr. Body's body, it's missing. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. Bitch, that's a 3-hour gap. No. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Why are you allowed? No, you're not allowed to revise your testimony like that. What the fuck? What the hell is this court system? The time of discovery. Okay. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Yeah, huh. Almost like there's a power outage or something that probably would preclude that from being the truth. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Why do I have to prove this is wrong? This seems like something that should be common sense. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. Like, not to be a hater to the judge, but he should be able to put 2 and 2 together on this one. I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Hold it right there. The prosecution had said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. That's true. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. What? Okay. This should be heard in contempt of court. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Must have been what I saw. Wait, what? You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Wait. Okay. We don't have his testimony here, but this was the weapon. Not the clock. Okay. Gladly. Hearing the time. The murder weapon was a statue. Yeah, exactly. I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Bitch, are you having a stroke? You did this. You hit her. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Stroke on the same. Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. What? As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Yes, because he says that he saw the time still. He's saying, yeah, it's a clock, but he saw the time. The statue says the time when you tilt the neck. Only one way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Also that. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. Bitch, you just proved you did. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. Oh wow, I'm about to jump off of her. Do it. Bet you won't. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? Hi, Mivs. Do you prefer Mivs or Bun Bun? Let me know what is best for you. Yes, welcome back, welcome back. That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard... No, I mean, I saw... Oh, Jesus. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him! He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Flames on the side of my face, breathing, breathless, heaving breaths. Give him death! Not him he snatched his own wig. Love that for him. Order in the court! I sweat wig. Assume wants to wig. Yeah. I'm glad you could be here for it. Breathing, breathless, heaving breaths. Heaving. I think, wait, I have that as a sound alert, don't I? I think so, but I think it's one of the bit sound alerts. Hold on.
It flames on the side
Outside
of
of
my
my
face,
face,
breathing,
breathless, heaving breaths. Fucking love the Clue movies so goddamn much. Your Honor, a moment for that. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense. She is an icon. Madeline Kahn. Fun fact. If you've watched the Clue movie, you'll know that that moment is amazing. It comes at a perfect time. It's also improvised because she forgot her lines, and so there's a shot like it shows the reactions of the other cast members when she's saying that, and they're all confused as shit because she was not supposed to say that. It's so funny. There's no shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawat heard was definitely this clock, a fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Damn, it's a little bit kinky for this. Try sounding the clock. I'll sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it is 8:25. It certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Can you tell me what time it is now? It is 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sawat, or what Mr. Sawat heard, and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawat, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Hey, it's the Kiefer. How are you doing, Kiefer? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I'm so close. Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. I don't think that this is really how that... What? We've proven that the piece of equipment has a critical deficiency that can be consistently replicated, and is in line with the evidence presented in this course. Cannot let you indict the witness. Also, that's not how court... You don't just get to be like... That's what the most senile... The man is fucking insane, unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawat. I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. How? Wait, why? What? Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. What? Wait, that was the wrong way to do it? Are you kidding me? Not to pass my salt. Thank God, Mia. Mia! Chief, listen up, right? Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think! But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? You can think of, or can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I mean, we have to. Girl boss mode activated. She's there. It's good, you're good. Okay. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. It's the batteries in the statue, right? Or it could be the fact that she was gone until the day before the murder, so she didn't have time to change her clock. I think... I mean, this is the only piece of evidence we haven't used yet, so let's try that. I think we're probably wrong, but... The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. Oh! The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. Why would she bring that with her to Paris? That seems like an interesting choice, but we got there. Flight trip? Yes. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, so she changed the clock when she went to Paris and then just hadn't changed it back by the time she got back. I will say, a little bit odd to bring your weirdly specific statue of the thinker that also is a clock with you to Paris, because that seems like that would, affect your checked baggage weight. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. Probably changed it, maybe. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. We did it! And with that, this court is adjourned. I like the idea that this courtroom has confetti cannons just like ready to go in case we find somebody not guilty, even though we did just identify a murderer. Turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman when he went to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Oh. I thought he was one of her sugar daddies, to be honest. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Look, I can't believe we won. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Never seen the Chief look this happy. She's this glad. Imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. What? Bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. Also, okay, good. To close my window. Mia has to go to her bedroom, yeah. As his Butts here, clearly. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey, here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Why is she getting the gift? Fuck it. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I mean, she brought the clock with her to Paris. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things are changed depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to the innocent buds. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it over sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. God damn it. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Shit. She's gonna be dead, isn't she? She's about to get moited. Brand new episode has been added. Yes, let's save our progress. Wait, I did turn on my timer, right? Yes, okay, good. Everything is still looking correct here, it seems like. Okay. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having to my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz around the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. I love it when any sort of storyteller tries to be like, "Oh, sis," or "Oh, bro," to indicate it, like to do a little bit of exposition, because it's like, it feels like you can tell that that must have been written by an only child, because nobody with siblings talks to their siblings like that, and is like, "Oh," like, if I was talking to my siblings over the phone, which, like, I mean, we never talk over the phone, we might text, but we're not gonna phone each other, and we're just like, "Oh, sis, you're so silly." My sister would think I was having a stroke. I should probably tell you. Siri, what the fuck? Okay, bite me. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. You come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. She's gonna get murdered with that statue, I feel like. September 5th, 8:57 p.m., Faye & Co. Loft. She's about to discover her body. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. God damn it. The fuck are you? Red, white, blue. Red, white, and royal blue. We're getting into the gay shit now. September 5th, 9:08 p.m., Faye & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Oh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so she would all go for dinner. What's that smell? Blood. Mia! Maybe she's in her office. I don't know what this is doing. I smell blood and that can't be good. I have to check and see if Mia, the chief's okay. Move into the office. Poor Mia. That smell. Blood. It says someone's there. Chief? Chief! Chief! Oh no, she's dead. I'll be honest, I know enough about this game to know that it's a little bit weird that if this character was going to live very long, that I would not have heard of her. Who are you? She was blackout. Or did I just black out? Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. Went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Thinker had the report record. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must have been pieces of glass light stand. Glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Excuse me. Nothing else seems like a clue here. Piece of paper must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya, did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. And we'll look at what I have to for Mia's sake. She didn't head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. Oh, Mia. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic this became the murder weapon again. No clues here. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. Seems to be remains of glass light stand. Large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Gatewater. Yeah, Watergate. They have a listening device in here. That's gonna be the gimmick of this one, isn't it? No clues here. Isn't that like a giant hole under the... No clues here. Chief's chair. Simple functional design. We've covered everything there is to cover in this section. The Fanco Ledger Book. Everything is written in the Chief's alternate handwriting. Okay, 5 ads. There are 5 ads? Jesus. Should not be running for that long. Oh, I have it set for... Hold on. What is my... Here, let's change this. Hopefully that should make it at least a little bit less egregious when the ads are like that. That was a bunch. Yeah, because I have it set to do 90 seconds of ads every 30 minutes, but I think it'd be better to go to 1 minute every 20 minutes, just to make it a little bit less... Make it a little bit less of that, you know? Anyways, okay. Small office, but it was making a good bit of money. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. She's also serving. Goddamn. One receiver is missing a few screws. They better not use it. Let's... Oh, I guess we're not... Okay, we can't interact with that woman who just screamed at us. Surprisingly, the chief was never very good with machines. About all she used this PC for was an email. She picked up this ancient model from the garage sale for practically nothing. Who's here? It looks like a sign of a struggle, but sure, I guess that's not anything. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Maybe we've looked at everything, haven't we? The girl's now where she'd go. I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run out on me. No shit. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought they'd be used for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Sure, let's present it. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please just calm down. I bet she didn't. I bet it was written by the perpetrator to blame Maya because he knew that she would be here right around the time of the murder. Oh, now I've done it. Police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. You received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been the woman I saw. Bara, yeah, no kidding. I don't want either one of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya... Wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Did this word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Most competent police officer. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out till the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. December 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. I mean, they do think that she murdered her sister. Oh, excuse me, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think that this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Aww. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. We found him innocent. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch when I think of the person who did this to Mia. I know. Smile for the camera. Guard monitors the prisoner's room. Hasn't moved an inch. Real pro. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else really to investigate here. Talk to Maya. Something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? Is that what you do? Or what is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that does actually qualify as strange. The day of the crime. Can you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes, let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the finger. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes, I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Your cell phone. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Spirit medium. So you're an acolyte. Medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too. Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that? Yes. In training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that'd be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said that if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. You think you could go ask him to represent me? I mean, sure, we can ask, but... Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right. I'll be back. And the day of the crime. Tell me about the day of the murder. Sorry, I know it's be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. And then I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Can I present this to the cop? She took it. I'll have to try and get it back next time I see him. Okay, so we can't do that now. Remember this receipt? You mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Do you trust me? Yes. I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but... that detective thinks I did it. I don't think we've got anything else to talk with her about, right? Let's go to the Grossberg Law offices. September 6th, Grossberg Law office. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Anything interesting to examine here? Table for clients. Elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is. Probably the most expensive one available. Painting is bugging me ever since I stepped in here. Oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. Sure, the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. No clues here. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. Solid mahogany desk, wood's been polished to a deep luster. I think that's pretty much everything that we could find in here. Because he's not around, so we can't do much. I guess we'll probably run into the detective here. Office is filled with police officers, all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry, don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumshoe. Wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. I was wondering, do you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. You think you can give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him not so straight. Tell him gay. Can't be straight with this guy. What should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh, no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says the Steel Samurai, warrior of the Neo-Old Tokyo. Steel Samurai, that action hero on TV? Yeah, you said strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if we went down to the precinct. That you said? Yes. Okay, pal, I wrote down all the numbers she called anyways. Here you go. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Hell yeah. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I don't think we have to present anything else to him. Mia, wrote Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Don't look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but this doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? City's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yeah, thanks. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyways, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. Thank you for the hydration check, Bits. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? Ah, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than to try and trick or get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Gosh, she's more than I thought. Yeah, he's certainly got some brain cells going. Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop till he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him sound barely human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing missing is Mia. Old movie poster. Apparently this is the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll check it out one of these days. Aw. Guy's blue, so is I. There's that hotel right across the way. Found his amount of legal books here. Scary thing is that Mia probably read all these. Is his favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. Who was that? We're not going to investigate who that was. Okay, party. Calling it the Gatewater is cracking me up. I'm so sorry. There's no way that Miss April May isn't just like the guy in drag, right? September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Like with the pink hair and everything. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Hee. No, but itself. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. All so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's lawn, whatever. The inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Bottle and 2 glasses on the table. Someone must have been staying with her. Simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Flowers are fake as expected. No sunflowers and tulips, but that's the extent of my floral knowledge. Wonder what's inside. Maybe later. Okay. Talk. Miss May. Could you... Just who exactly are you? E-rank seduction, yeah. Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. You had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. This room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what amazing powers of observation you have. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. No, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. What you witnessed? You think you can tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know the thing that happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it? Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Boy. Brother. I don't know if there's anything I can present to her. Grossberg's only place is out. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, aren't you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one can get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why this strange reaction? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What is going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. It does look like the Pringles guy. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. I think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've got nothing more to discuss with you. What is going on here? Mia. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here. A long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. Mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. A painting. That's quite a painting. You notice. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Alright. I don't have anything that we would present to him, right? Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Okay. I thought he might be like, no, that's not her handwriting, because I don't think that's what it is. Like, Alright. $342 times there. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bone. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Your family? What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. So she could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. Well, 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for herself, all by herself up on that, I feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So who was this man who ruined your mother? Well, 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. Police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? I just leave her and go home? Defend Maya. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... Someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior. Was it all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there. A long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. It's so kind of you. Hell yeah. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. What was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I just come up to deliver room service, sir. You know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, enjoy, or stay as long as you like. Enjoy... Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it like every time I come up here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to super around a bit. I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phone. Red, white, and blue. Wonder who Red is. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name before? White. That was his name. My sister told me. That was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Screwdriver sitting half out of there. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like this be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, Bellboy's still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. Look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Yeah, let's save our progress. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 1. Why is Edgeworth kind of kicked up, though? Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. You better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. He's just a dumbass. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. Like big weapons, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. Odd comment, but sure. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already, the defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. James Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. Let's press that. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure as hell isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she's Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any other or more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Ah, sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Also, okay. I'm gonna say right now, my theory about this is that Mr. White wants to get back at their family for whatever, or like I'm guessing that she's trying to prove, or like Mia was trying to prove that the guy was actually guilty and that Mr. White faked it or whatever, was just trying to get them back for something, I don't know. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that's what happened there. And so he wiretapped her phone, found out that there was supposed to be a meeting, found out that the documents were going to be inside of the statue, knew that Maya was going to be there at 9 o'clock, so he got there a little bit earlier, beat her to death, stole the documents out of the statue, got his what's it called, the wiretap out of the phone, ran back over to the other place, left, whatever, and that's over. I think he also used her blood to write the message, because she died instantly of the damage. But apparently somehow had the time to write Maya, which means that Maya is being framed here. That's, I think, going to be the proof you get out of that. I bet we're actually going to have to say, like, that specifically... Let's say, wait. Like, that the what's it called? The autopsy report is going to be the proof that she couldn't have written the note. And that's why it's called the Gatewater, because Watergate, because wiretap. Find a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. I'll show you some hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Why does everyone else get a slap on the wrist? But I'm pretty sure, like, I lose if I don't get it right. I think I make, like, 3 mistakes and it's over, isn't it? After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Lab test showed the blood. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. Defending a person accused of murder, serving hard. True. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order, order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Also, I love the idea of a courtroom where the judge is, like, just interjecting, just, you know, throwing his 2 cents in there every now and then. Like... Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. Oh, okay, so you're just, like, making shit up, huh? I received these results this morning. That's not how fucking evidence works in a trial. You can't just drop that shit on me. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're sham, Edgeworth. I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. Bitch, I will say what I want to. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood, the court accepts the evidence. The autopsy report has been updated. I'm Shama. A Shama. I hate Edgeworth already. The evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes, and everyone else is allowed to say what they want to. Yeah, everyone else is allowed to be mean to me. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aww, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room? Teehee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fane Co. law offices? Oh, it's a full place, yeah. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. They did the tee-hee way too. I can do it when I need to. Tee? That's not good. Get me drunk, I'm better at it then. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy-witsy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. That sure is a way of describing that testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Why are you allowed to insult the dead? Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, only because I feel, or have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Yeah, judge is senile. Such a release signal. Yeah, exactly. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. When attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. Why didn't she report this? She didn't phone the police until we were there. Which I think means that she might have, like, I mean, she was involved with Mr. White, whatever. Or is Mr. White, I don't fucking know. Polycule. Yeah, I can take them both. But yeah, she was trying to frame us. But I think that's what we have to press her on. She dodged what? Well, the attack. Please, continue your testimony. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. That's it? Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. There's gotta be something in there somewhere. Maybe I just press her on the facts a bit. Maybe this bit? Why'd you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why'd you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, you know... She's bouncing her too. I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Yeah. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Ugh. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. Yeah, she's barking up the wrong tree. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! The poor girl. Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window, what did you see next? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Press her again. That clock is cursed. I'm not sure what we're supposed to push her exactly. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There's only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I'm not gonna push too hard. Don't we have a piece of evidence? Oh, I bet it's this. She couldn't have seen very much of the trial. Or very much of the room. Broken light? Yeah, this was the broken piece of glass thing over here. This is the lamp, this was the chair that fell over. But what I'm thinking is supposed to happen here is, like, you couldn't have seen her dodge, you couldn't have seen that sort of stuff, because if, like, where was all of this happening? The white indicates the space where she could have seen. Broken glass. Oh, the description. The broken glass was the, like, it was like a glass statue that was broken beside her. Girl's physique, and she was small. Who else could it be but her? You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna I'm gonna present this to her. I don't think this is gonna work, but... They aren't, are they? Yeah, that was dumb. Mia Fey? Uh-huh. Slender, sort of... Well, people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Because, like, the thing is... We've already discussed this. Girls physique. Anything mention the time? I don't... Or yeah, one thing does mention the time. An earlier one. Nine o'clock at night. I had a feeling. We pressed her and then we got accused of badgering last time, didn't we? Like, this would be what she couldn't see. Like, this feels like this is what... I think we just did this and it was wrong. You want to say... Yeah, no it doesn't. I'm dumb. I think that's exactly what I did last time. I mean, we're supposed to press her. We got accused of badgering her when we pressed her on this one and didn't go anywhere. Okay, fine. We're just gonna press her on everything. Fuck it. I question the testimony. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? We're just making a baseless accusation of a lie. That's not going to work out for us. What's the meaning of this? Yes, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this. I mean... Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh, duh. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Okay, however, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Okay, that feels like a bit of a stretch. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. Perjury. It's not perjury, it's just like, she didn't note the most identifiable thing about her, but that's not necessarily saying, "Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling." Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. And we're in the court menu. I almost had her. I don't get my health back either after that. I did see everything. I did! The woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her with the weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee. Better save just in case. Oh, can I save in the middle of this? Oh, I can. Let's save here. Because we also saved at the beginning of the trial, but... I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Yeah, how does she know that it's the thinker? You know, had to go right after and she hit her with that weapon. The clock. I think I saw it, the thinker. Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. She ran to the right is something that she mentions. Well, I think she means like she ran to the right in front of the window. Because you can kind of see it in that frame that it shows. But she shouldn't have known. Tarnish the left of the window. True. Is that right as in your right as you look from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright, please continue. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. I mean, if you remember her hippie clothes. I mean, that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. What happened then? Then she hit her with that weapon. Where'd the weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock. Statue. The thinker, I think. Like, that feels like it would be wrong to use that as the contradiction. But... okay, we're gonna try and press her on this. On me too, then. Of course, I don't remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky? Witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Ah, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry. Very well, continue. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Yeah, I think that that's gonna be the push. I mean, the wiretap is going to be evidence down the road, but the wiretap doesn't directly disprove anything that happened here. What you said quite now is quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. No, it isn't. No! Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. No, what the fuck? What? That is important evidence. How would she know something that is not immediately visible from her position? Oh, fuck off, you senile old bitch. The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I have caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. It's close. Yeah, like, sure, she might have seen the statue, but to know it's a clock, you have to have known more about it than just that. You saw me there, the trial would have been over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hehe. The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. No, because the clock was not operational. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. spoke to the clock. Yeah, exactly. The clock was hollowed out to hide the documents. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly just take a look right now? Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. We got there in the end. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Edgeworth, I swear to God, if you pull some bullshit, I'm going to throw hands. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, you proved when the clockwork was removed. Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the recording. Because on the recording, she specifically mentions it. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. It will speak when you press on nails. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation that she had with the victim on the day of the murder. I just realized now that April May is dressed like Clover from 999 and I realized why I dislike her. Order! I mean, there's more reasons I dislike her, but the way that she's posed, like her stance and her little outfit, her shoes, they're giving me Clover. The defendant's cell phone, this wasn't brought to my attention, neither was that second autopsy report, you bitch. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Also, yeah, the attitude's fake too. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. The witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes, of course we do. The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. I mean, the clock itself, right? It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. Big as hell. Oh, Larry. Yeah, Larry was the one who made it. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Get her ass. Oh? Excuse is not on sale today? Ooh. Oh. I'm not gonna try and do that. What is... That seems simply uncalled for. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Jesus. April really said B-I-C-T-H. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh? Oh. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. Or you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There was no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap. Have a look at this. Ah, ooh, that? I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May. You were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. What? No? I'm not entirely sure that it is. I'm just been overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. The defense truly claimed that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Yes, she did. Can you prove that? I think not. It's literally in the recording we just played. Edgeworth, you're supposed to be the best. Present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, something I want you to hold on to for me. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Yeah, it's true. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. La la. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Oh. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. She didn't do it, but she helped. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping her irrelevant? Oh, saying exactly what Edgeworth wants to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ah, makes her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can and will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. Yeah, I'm gay, I know what iced coffee is. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. There we go, the witness was not at the scene or on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? There's a second person. It's my great displeasure to inform you. The witness appears to have been tapping the victim's phone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Your testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're just gonna let her walk away. There's no way I can tie this, or win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Does the defense have anything to say? Well... Call the bellboy as a witness. I'd just like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious going on here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What is your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss May, April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Hereby, you must also accept the guilty verdict. What? We're gonna accept the condition. You kind of have to. You have to talk to the bellboy. Oh, right into my trap. Oh. Court calls the hotel bellboy. Nerve the witness. Yeah, the witnesses are all over the place. Ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Looks cute. I like him. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. Happy to be of service. This tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the Pine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was somehow involved in the murder, Maya will be finished. For 4 generations, I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Let me just press you on that a little bit. You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she embarrassed me with, she favored me with, an embrasser, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? Embrasser. It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More like a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something, wanted the bellboy to remember her. Look at the coffee to Miss May herself. Yeah. Is Miss May on the phone? Absolutely. How can you be so certain? In fact, Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And I saw them, and I... The point being... Oh, it hurts the fucking asshole. Point being, I remember her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally understand. Oh, boy, there's absolutely no reason to lie. No, wait, what? It was a bit tedious. Witness may leave the What? Wait, please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. I'll ask one last question. At check-in, was she alone? Room service, the champagne and the 2 glasses. I'm gonna ask about check-in, because there would be a second person. Tell me about check-in. Tell me when you checked in Miss May. Oh, very, very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. There we go. What was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir, but I doubt, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there. What did he say? There we go. That's what we were looking for. What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? That's what I was hoping for. I was thinking that room service might indicate the champagne. I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh, you did, didn't you, Edgeworth? You fucking snake. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person who may be involved in the murder. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of this other man from the court. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. No. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of my FA. Court is adjourned. What? We're just going to leave it there for now? December 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 1. That's right. You were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Oh yeah, the ridiculousness of them is fun. I just am like... I'm not complaining about it from a perspective of like, I don't want to. Or I don't want it to be absurd. I just... can't help but deal with it. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, sent shivers up my spine. Thank you for the hydration, redeemed its. Actually, I'm gonna need to go get more water in a second. Say so. So, what happens with me? Do I have to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. The lead? That man with Miss May. He is the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. You think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Seriously, fuck Edgeworth. As for a full record of April May's testimony, I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May testimony adds to the court. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong at a detention center. It's up to me to set her free. Seven 3:11 p.m. Detention center visitors room. I'm gonna run and get some more water and also run to the bathroom really quickly. I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back. Well, hello? I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then? For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? That man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe I had something to get her to talk. The wiretap. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer's school. Creep. The woman is impossible to talk to. Your attitude. Why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it. Bottom-feeding scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom? Can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers, or just against me? Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts, so get lost, because I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate you guys, yeah. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna be helpful here. Oh, let's go inspect your hotel room some more. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, but I tell myself. Thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We charge a premium for the room, of course. It'll be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Miss May. About Miss May. Her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm trying to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. The man with Miss May. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Yes, he struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are both the same... We are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of... danger. There we are, in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo? The hotel. Tell me about this hotel. Absolutely, on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? The murder didn't happen here. Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Sorry, all I can think about during the trial is the hotel. I haven't paid much attention to the evidence. Yeah. I don't think we have anything else to get from him then, do we? Unless this thing somehow connects to him. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Please leave that as it is, sir. It's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. That's to be one of the most popular attractions here. You're kidding. Vase, yeah. Nice weather again today. You can see the Fanco Law offices, of course. Ah, yes. Plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to kill. There you go, my office. For sure. Thank you for stopping by, Mibs. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. I hope I'll see you around again sometime. Kidding, sir. If I looked in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Bottle and 2 glasses left on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could refrain from touching those, it's part of the decor. Called the last drink before murder. Will be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. Simple bed. It's not been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. I don't think there's anything else here then. Because we can't take the screwdriver for some fucking reason. The painting. Grossberg's out again today. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah. Yeah, it was a painting of... fishermen, right? Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. What's this? Old photos. There are two lying here. Something's written on the pencil on the back. DL6 Incident, Exhibit A. DL6 Incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Exhibit A. This is Mia and Maya's mother. I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. It might be a valuable clue. And the second one is the killer. Why can't I take both? Okay. Whatever. We're gonna head back to the Gatewater Hotel now. Show the bellboy. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? You guys are way too excited about this. Yeah, sure, have him write it. Well, sure, why not? I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Yeah, he's a pretty punchable face of a guy. Alright. You again, can you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you want to talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't have to... You usually don't just have spiky hair, you have a spiky heart. This case is done, I'm shaving my head. Don't do that, your spiky hair is hot. Have a look at this. I said several times, I'm not telling you. Where did you... Ah, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that was him? Hmm? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. So close. You have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with. He was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. We're pushing hard. Fuck you. Time to do a little bluff. Maybe he's playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fist in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White. The president of the information gathering conglomerate, Blue Corps. Red, white, and blue. Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White myself. Or himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corps is located? Mr. Red White at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Why was it discarded? I needed that, probably. Let's go to the law offices first. Forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoes are in sight. Okay, so there's nothing here to do. Let's go to Blue Core. Not the Atlas Shrugged statue. Man, I hope this guy fucking dies. Also, that painting of the fisherman. What's that? What's this surreal decor? Welcome, please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What is your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. That is not what that means, but sure. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with a wordly challenge. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this? What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculous. Or ridiculosity. I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original worth 5 million for sure. Statue of a man holding up the world. The blue core sign certainly stands out enough. Model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art, but perhaps too beauticious for you to appreciate, correct? I think it's a little beauticious for just about anyone to appreciate. I'm guessing it's supposed to be a desk? Oh my, it's quite the thing. It's modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you? And he does have some ass. But also, calm down, dude. This is a workplace. Impressive lineup of trophies. Judges Special Runner-Up. Best Participation. Judges Cooperation Award. Special Good Try Prize. The words judges and special kind of stand out. The top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. I don't think there's anything else to investigate there. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? I mean the wiretap. Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Night of the murder. On the night of the murder, you were in April May's hotel room. Or were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details, just time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say as he pleases, I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raised a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh, the policemen, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. Blue Corp. What kind of company is Blue Corp, anyways? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. There's gay Elon Musk. Sell information? In just 10 years, I'll have built this business up into the grand office, or I built this office into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? That painting. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes? What might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. When did you get it? Say, when did you get that painting? No idea, I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grodyberger. What? Ugh. Oof. Am I being hit? He punched me.
Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say, but I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension. Compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume?
Mr. Grossberg's, yes.
Then you must ask him. Why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Well, he's a capitalist. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss.
Yeah, let's go with Grossberg.
Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumping Jehoshaphat's. Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. The other photograph is missing from the desk. Guess we're not taking that now. Today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just... Yes, sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. Refusal. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. Oh, right. Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just... I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh? Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh? What is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... That photo of Mr. White. Why did you have his picture, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, well, it's been a long time since then. A long time ago? I'm sorry, but I think not. I think you still have ties to Mr. White even today. Really? Whatever gave you that idea? Should I possibly have to an individual such as he? It's actually pretty He's giving you information, or he's blackmailing you? He's blackmailing you. He has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Grossberg, sir. There's a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, tell me what happened. Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. Oh, so he's Mr. Body. There's no use in blackmailing me, madam. I have no more money. 15 years, all because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It's hard for me to tell you this, boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. You see, it's nothing more than the weight of many years. The DL6 incident. This is the case with Maya's mom, right? Feels like nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. 15 years ago now, I received a request from a medium. Spirit medium. Medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. The reason for blackmail. Why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The L6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Sorry, sir, I borrowed this. That was you, my boy. Who is this man? It's a long story. I'll be needing that back now. He doesn't want to talk about it for some reason. But bring back the photograph. Okay, well, I guess we no longer have the photo. That's dumb of me. Okay. I think we've pretty much exhausted everything from you. It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases they've ever worked on. How should I look at? No harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part in here is S. Suicide, ew. It's just a collection of suicide reports. Police, politicians. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these quote-unquote suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Misty Faye. Read Misty Faye's. I've tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words my mother vanish. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press, this parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. T through Z. I know, W. White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? It is us. Everything as always. Only thing missing is Mia. Who's here? Favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Guy's blue, so am I. There's the hotel. Old movie poster. I don't think there's anything else to investigate here, but we got what we needed. Found some of Mia's files. She was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Nothing else to talk to with you. Apparently Miss May's in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. I don't think we've discovered anything new that would be useful for the Gatewater stuff. Boy seems to be out. Sound of water coming from the shower. Taking the screwdriver while he's here. Oh, okay. Why can't I just take the fucking screwdriver? Who cares what he's gonna do to me? I guess Blue Corp is the only place we have left to go. Aren't you persistent? Sorry, but this is something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself. But it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Excuse me. I only ran anything like that. Miss May. We're passing any talk about April May. I better put this guy on the spot and quickly. What's the matter? You seem distressed. I've been asking someone this quick and straight question. Your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. Oh my god, he's getting flustered. Only clue Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White. See this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how. I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia, she had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong. What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White? That you? What are you doing calling me this time, at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And, thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those... Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. I'll tell you, Mr. Wrong, you are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept they make even you look confident. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe, reporting, sir. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, Val. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Detention Center Visitor's Room. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. The trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me to the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right, Mr. Wright! Oh my, great. They let you out of detention. So now, yes, it's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we switched places. You mean, you... I explained what had happened to Maya. I think I maybe made the wrong choice. I don't believe it. What people does that mean? I need to destroy before we satisfy my mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... defend me in court. Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Alright, huh? Leave it to me. I am Mia's sister after all. Lawyership runs in our blood. Wasn't it ghost powers that ran in your blood? I'd better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Wait. Well, what? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No, wait. No, really. I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. There's really anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change it. With crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. Am I allowed to be both defendant and my own? Am I allowed to self-represent? I guess we'll see. Well, I guess this is it. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All I can hope to do is to get every defendant declared guilty. That is certainly an approach to the law. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix. Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. Oh my god, is that the Risuke Kishiwakawa? How are you doing? How's it going? Also, I'm Puppo. Hi, Puppo. Okay, let's do this. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. This has been an absolute mess lately. We bullied a woman who kept bouncing her tits as a defense, until she stopped doing that and got angry, and now we're being charged with murder. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor, I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Hello, hi. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we'll hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? Never so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I'd like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. Wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Reddy's hammer. Name! These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. White boy? What? Am I losing my mind? Isn't Blanco Nino... Wouldn't that just be white boy? Hold on. Yeah, it is just white boy. Blanco Nino. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm sure your friends call you that. I was really worried that my high school Spanish was not going to come through for me in this moment. But I think that's what counts, right? You know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were also, we called her a gay, or we called him a fruitcake earlier, so I think that we're actually being a little bit homophobic towards him, but it's allowed. We don't support gay wrongs when they're like, you were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I am done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Oh. All that glitters is not gold. I hope you've made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Why are you here with me? What? You're some random person. You have no business being here. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly precifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well. Defendant, Mr. Wright? For cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, you fucker. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I'm just gonna push you on that for a sec. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always abso-positively perfect, you know? No. You're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyways, Miss May ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said, too. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Boxing feather. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard the bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was not even you, Mr. Lawyer. Called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. That's not what she said, was it? What was Miss May doing at the time? She just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. You know she'd been tapping the Faye office phone? Irrelevant, that has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. You only have the one piece of evidence here. That lines up with that. There's a terrible impaction, then it was all over. White boy, the president. Yeah. He's Donald Trump. They predicted it. That's funny. Let's push this. A little bit more detailed than that. I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. There we go. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. No. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. How many husbands have you had, Mr. White? Mine or other women's? Just yours. 5. Just the 5. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. He saw him run to his left. Because he was in the room. Look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left, so he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Red, white, and sky, or does it resemble? Yeah, exactly. Red, white, and blue core. It's not very subtle about that. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Ms. May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. I doubt it. Rather, it does not clear up the contradiction. There's one scenario that would explain the conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. God, that man has a wild pose. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. Did you say company? More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Yeah. Let me blow your mind with this next bit of information here, Edgeworth, you fucking hobgoblin. I'll have order. Anyone distrusting the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh, you provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing. The hilarity of the moment makes me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her. Savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That's an interesting lie to make up. That's what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That is a very easily disproven thing. That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? Yes. You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Miss May's testimony was correct. It wasn't mine. She first ran to the left. Then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. She ran to the right, chased her, delivered the final blow. You see, you hit her twice. That's not true. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. Why would you make that? Why would that be your lie? If you committed the murder, you know that. You have to know that I know that. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court that you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. No, fuck off. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony... Cards on my side. No slipping out of this one now, Mr. White. Okay. Try again, Goblin. Weird fucked up hair. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you hit her with a single blow. Whap! Whap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Oh, your stomach hurts. Oh, poor baby. This is almost over. Watch me struggle to get this last bit done. It's gonna take me a fucking minute. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. What thing? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Not the deal with it? Yeah. Huh? Oh, that? The glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. He couldn't see that from his angle. Mr. White. What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. You couldn't have seen it. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the sand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White. If you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia... Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Ugh, forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? And why is Edgeworth caked up? Like, I can't really get over that. It seems... bizarre. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is just slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fey. What does that have to do... Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fey's office. Am I correct? Correct! You were most correct, Miles. Fucking asshole. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fey & Company law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White is the murderer. I see, however, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Fucking hate him. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Ahem. Leave it to me. I feel faint. The wiretapping. Now he has to make shit up as he goes. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fey & Company law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. This is how you were able to identify what had fallen over. Sound? Correct. That is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. I'll see you now. Good luck, Phoenix. Thanks, Maya. Why could your sister have been killed by someone who was less powerful? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I just want to press him on this a bit. Do you have proof? Ms. April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversations. Proves the wiretap was placed before the murder. I mean, yeah, but it doesn't prove... What do we have? That doesn't explain why it was recovered, though. Let me just push you on that. Why did you tap me as phone? There's no bearing on the current... Yes, the fuck does! Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have the responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Is it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fang Company law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. Edgeworth, he's always going to check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fang Company law offices. I feel like this receipt places him at a time and place, but no, it doesn't help us. Wait, I bet... Okay, let me try this. Because we're supposed to bluff something out of him. Or say you didn't know what the glass... What was it of? The statement contradicts this evidence. Oh, never mind. It does? Understanding contradictory, really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations. Yeah, okay, never mind, I'm done. I thought we were supposed to try and bluff it out of him. Thank you for the redeem, Squishy. Appreciate you bringing purity culture back to this place. What about the statue? The statue wasn't there at the time. Nope. Fuck. Also, hi Chase, thank you for redeeming third. We're not doing very good here. Let me just... That's it. Thank you for the hydration check. Face the future. Resurgent with every chase of suture. None of these are working. The Corpus Detective Agency, yes, yes. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? Light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. I mean, I don't know what else we're supposed to push him on. We've already had this discussion before. I got the qualifications and all that. None of us have qualifications. Okay. Oh, there's only out of ammo. As far as you go, Mr. Wright, time has come to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. Can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Wait, what? Phoenix, over here. Another place. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Yeah. Where am I? Waiting lobby, what happened? Oh, right, I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Finally awake. Ah. What is happening here? Hey, Phoenix. There's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya. Did you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. Though Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up, you can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix, so listen. You've already won. You have that receipt in the court record, right? The one who wrote Maya on. Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. Yeah, I know that. What do I do with that? Look at the front of the receipt. Yeah, why couldn't we look at this before? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Last night light stand. Date of purchase September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? Okay, how was I supposed to know that? Was I just supposed to fail in this section? Saw that stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Okay. That makes me so mad that I can't just investigate the receipt. What do you mean for the trial of Mr. Phoenix, right? Are you alright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start off where we left off. Your Honor. There's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that's required is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. As Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? Say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Off to the apartment, so I can't say it. Oh, for sure. Thank you for stopping by, Squidgy. I hope the apartment is still as lovely. Channel the dead manager again, that part too. I don't think so. She's only the conduit. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Wow, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Company law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Ah. Wow, he's going through it. Poor guy. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Why does he have Kenergy? Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there might be quite a bit of pressure on you, but I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Shut up, Edgeworth. Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh, wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. I caught him in a blatant lie. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy's just making up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. After Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Your Honor, if I may? You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read into the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt. Right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the public. To the press, whatever. We're trying to be dramatic about it. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the finger. Case closed, Your Honor. Damn, Mia just really swooped in there to save the day. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense... rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9th, 2:24 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations! You're lucky I was born a Fae. Lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's so much still to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! This game is so goofy, I love it. September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Faye and Company Law offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia, I was kind of worried you might not. Well, of course I came. Well then, pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia, what are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her. Might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? What? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Company law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means. We're partners. Aww. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Company law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here watching. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Okay, wait up. The end. Brand new episode has been added. Okay. So now we're in a weird position. Because 1:22 p.m., this stream is supposed to go till 2 p.m. But, I mean... I don't want to just start a new case and, like, barely... Sorry, I'm dying. Barely get into it and then have to stop. So I'm not sure if it'd be better to take the break for Ducks now and just start the next stream early. Like, if I stop now, then the next stream, which is Cyberpunk 2077, we would be starting that at just, like, around 2:30 instead of starting it at 3 like we were going to before. Which I think is probably the better way to do things, but... I don't know. If anyone has any strong opinions about it, I'm happy to listen. But I think that that's probably what we'll end up doing. Because I think that that would make the most sense. I think, because I don't want to, like... It would be weirdly choppy. Page yourself before your body. It's fine. I'm not, like, worn out. It's not that I'm tired. It's just, like... I don't want us to start the next chapter of this and then not do anything, like not like forget stuff, because we're gonna be playing this again tomorrow at the same time. And so I think it'd be better to just leave it here, go to Ducks early, and then come back with the next part of the stream in an hour. I think. Also, genuinely, don't worry about me. My body's fine. I'm like... This is far easier than I was going on myself when I was finishing up the semester anyways, so I'm if anything, recovering through this. But yeah, I think, if you say, I promise, don't worry. If I was genuinely not feeling up to it, I would just not do it for today, and we just would find another time. And I'm sure that might happen down the road, we'll see, but yeah, for now, I think, there's nothing to be, I think it would make it less entertaining anyways if we were to try and push through this right now and do like half an hour worth of this chapter and then have to stop. So I think we'll end it here. We'll go to Ducks half an hour early, and then we'll just start the next part of the stream half an hour early. We'll just mostly keep ourselves on pace. Because the next stream is also going to be Cyberpunk, and there's a lot of shit to get through in Cyberpunk, so it wouldn't hurt to give ourselves some extra time for that anyways. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to end up doing now. Thank you guys for watching Ace Attorney. This has been so much fun. I'm already enjoying the hell out of this game. I'm going to pause the timer, and we'll get ready to go to Ducks.